Hi, welcome to this video of PowerShell training. In this video, we will check how we can use PowerShell to modify Active Directory objects. So before going further, I just wanted to highlight a warning message that unless and until you are confident enough about your code or script to execute, or you know what you are doing, you should not execute it in production environment, because a small mistake or a typo can lead to incorrect operation on several or thousands of objects in Active Directory. So let's check how we can do that. So in the lab environment, if we check all the users right now, for some of the users description is not uh, specified. So what we will do is, from input file, we get the list of users and try to change description for all of them same as their user principal name. So for this one, what I have done is I have created a input file over here which contains the SAM account name and user principal name. So what we will do is, we have created a input file, we have imported CSV into a variable called CSV, and for each row of that CSV we will use the SAM account name to get the AD user, and we will set that AD user with the description of the user principal name mentioned in the same row. Okay, and one more action I have defined over here to write the SAM account name and the completed message. But if you notice that I have added additional uh, characters over here, brackets and a dollar sign. So whenever you have to access a property of a variable inside double quotes, you have to add brackets and a dollar sign similar to this one, so that it works. So now let's try to execute this code and see how it works. Alright, we have got some error for maybe built-in users, but it has pretty much executed for rest of the users. Let's see if it has done. Yeah, so we have got errors for built-in accounts, and the description has been copied from user principal name, which was mentioned in the input file, to the description of all users. Alright, this is how you can use get AD user and set AD user. Also you can use our framework to add some additional messages to change the look and feel or suppress the error messages. Now let's look at the computer object. Okay, so what I can do is I can run this command to see all the computer objects right now in the Active Directory infrastructure that is there in the lab environment. Now I have created a test computer over here in computer objects without any description. Let's try to add a description with this command. Okay, it's completed. Let's try to refresh. Yeah, the description comes over here. This is test. Now in order for us to move the computer object from one OU to another OU, set command cannot be used. There is another command called move AD object which needs to be used with the target path and the target OU. Now the target OU needs to be provided in the form of distinguished name, and if you don't know the distinguished name, what usually I do is I get the details of one of the object in that target OU. Here I have created a test computer object, and here you got to know the distinguished name of that OU. Okay, so I have copied this from here to this command. Also there is one more command which is get organizational unit, from which you can get the OU details. Now let's try to move this AD object. So currently it is in the computers OU. Over here we will try to move it to test OU. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, the command is executed. Let's try to refresh. Yeah, so this has been moved from this computers OU to test OU. So this is how you can use, and with the help of for each loop you can use multiple inputs or multiple AD objects for this operation. Now let's look at the group. For testing purpose, I have created a group called test group here, and if you see the properties, there is no description and only domain admins is the member of this group. Okay, now if I have to change the description, I use this command get AD group, test group, and set AD group. Let's try to run this command and see. Testing, it has changed the description. Okay, there is one more common operation we use for groups to get or add the members to a particular group. So let's try to add this user called IT manager to this group. The command is different for that. Add AD group member. It's completed. Let's see if it has added. Yeah, IT manager is added over here. Now if you have to retrieve the group members of any particular group, there is another command called get AD group member for this group. So what we can do is we can run this command to get the direct members, and if you want to get indirect members, so the nested members, let's say the member of this domain admins group as well, you use this command recursive. So let's say how it runs. Okay, all right. So for domain admins, the nesting does not work as expected. But if there is a normal group and you have to use the recursive query, you can use the recursive switch, or you can just write a customized function to get the group members for a group. So that is how we handle the AD objects or the normal operations related to Active Directory. So I recommend that you use this lab for all your testing. Whatever you do here does not have any impact, and you get a very good understanding of PowerShell commands with the help of these labs. I hope this is informative to you, and thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.